Tonight we will be discussing this, and I foresee that this will be a topic this will be a recurring topic. Um, this will definitely be a recurring topic about what the hell it means to settle, date down, level up, do better, trade in, exchange, upgrade, whatever words that women use quite often. Black women, again, I don't talk about other words, other people's issues. That's their fucking problems. I'm talking about us. What exactly do people mean? Black women. What exactly do y'all mean when y'all say that shit? What do you mean when you say I'm gonna level up? I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to date down. I'm going to upgrade. Blah blah. What exactly does that shit mean? So I'm going to talk about today a little bit of background and how, ouch, that actually hurt. How I actually got to the point of where I'm saying, you know what, I am no longer going to just sit back and just listen to black women just bash black men for the sake of their blackness or the sake of their uh, lack of accomplishment in comparison to some of them. That's not going to happen though. That I'm done. That's not going to happen. I've been hearing that shit since I don't know. I can't even remember. Again, since I've been born, I've been hearing the same shit from women over and over and over and over again. If you have been watching any television in the United States in the past 40 years, you've definitely heard the same shit too. So why the hell is it such a disparaging take on black men, women? That's what I want to know, because this is clearly something that women have basically that women have started. Let's just be honest about this shit. This is something that women have started. This is a completely black woman issue that you all started, and yeah, the times are not. This is not the 1980s. This is not 1965. This isn't 1970. This 2021, and the men are realizing that they don't have to deal with your particular brand of bullshit. I'm talking about men who don't earn as much as you think that they should make. Mind you, the way I phrased that, men who don't earn as much as you think that they should make. Well, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Um, and we'll get to it because there's a whole slew of women out here who think themselves better than they are. Let's just start with this. How did I get into this? So I've been divorced for 5 years now. 5 years now. So that means I've been on the dating scene, right? Over the past 5 years, I've had the opportunity. I'm not going to say the fucking pleasure, but I have had the opportunity to goddamn date across the swath of the goddamn damn population of women. White, black, Puerto Rican, and Haitian, all that shit. All that had the right. So I mean, that's nothing new. That's like it was when I was fucking before I was married. But okay, so fine, that's nothing new to date. What I thought is that shit would be different. I thought that shit would be different now that I was older, right? Because the last time I was dating, I was shit 28, 29, 28, 28 or 29. I don't even remember. That's the last time I was dating. I'm 41 now. I'll be 42 in July. So last time I was out here dating, I was shit. It's a long ass time ago. I just assumed that shit would be a little different now. Unfortunately, it's not. Unfortunately, that's a big fucking unfortunately. Because women, you're just as goddamn fucking foolish. Again, I'm only talking about black women. Just in case you're wondering, I don't talk about others because fuck them. I'm only talking about black women. So as it relates to my personal, and by personal, clearly that means anecdotal, dating life. Women, you are fucking funny. Black women, you are hilarious. Like, I wish I could start a TV show and maybe do like some Ashton Kutcher shit. Maybe I should do that. Run by and get my video equipment out and do like some Ashton Kutcher type just behind the fucking scenes. Like, let's just go on an actual outing and then like talk to some black women and see whatever it is. Because here inevitably comes the conversation. For the most part, the majority of women that, again, now this is anecdotal. I'm granting you that this is anecdotal. So the fact that I'm telling you about what happened to me, understood. By and large, overwhelmingly, 80% of the women, they want to dig down deep into the pockets. And I don't mean dig like as in like dig into the pockets like, hey, buy me this. That's not what I'm saying. That's a different part. We'll talk about that later because I guess that's actually, not thinking about it, I guess that is kind of true. But that what I'm saying is like dig into like, what do you make? What do you do? Those type of things, right? Okay, cool. Every man is prepared for those conversations, obviously, right? That's what women enjoy. That is the what word is the correct word to use? That is what women are looking for, that support, right? I'm not saying that's the end all to be all, but that's a very big part of it. Women want to know that you can support me and you can take care and all the rest of that stuff. That's what women want to know. So, since I came out of a relationship, I'm talking about my ex, since I came out of a relationship that was where money was a rather contentious point for us. Okay, cool. So since that relationship was and the money was very contentious, I'm very leery about that. I'm very leery about the whole money aspect. Now, I went through counseling and all the rest of that stuff, and I pretty much got a handle on that now. But just because you went through something and you're past and you went counseling, you still recognize the signs of it, and you're still able to see it before it comes, right? Just because I'm able to went to counseling and all the rest of the stuff doesn't mean that I'm completely oblivious. No, I see that we're going down this exact same path. Case in point, when I tell you when you're asking, inevitably it's going to come up. What do you do? Because I'm going to ask you. Well, what is it that you do? Not because I give a fuck about what you make. Because ladies, let's just be clear about this. Men give no fucks about what it is that you make. We don't give a fuck about what it is that you do. There's a whole bunch of reasons for that, and we're going to get to those reasons very shortly. But men, we don't fucking care about what the hell it is that you do, because whatever it is that you do has no bearing on us. They see security by the amount of figures you make money. That's how many women rate. That's how many women rate you as successful or not. That's hell yeah. Enrique, what's up, man? So yeah, hell yeah. That's exactly how they see it. And you know what? That's I'm not going to say that that's cool, But that's been the way of the world. That's been the way of the world since, right? Okay, fine. You want to rate us by whether or not we can provide. Whether or not we can provide. I think that's a very childish. That's a very fucking sophomoric way of looking at things. But hey, that's how you want to judge things. That's how you judge things. So when I tell you that, oh, okay, I'm retired. I don't work. I don't work a job. That's true. I don't work a job. I will never in my life ever work another job. That's just not going to happen. I own a couple businesses and I'm trying to get another one popping. I'm in the research stage for that one, which honestly, I'm probably overextending myself, but whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. I ain't got a job. I ain't got shit to do. So I need to, my mind is all about trying to figure out how I can, level up, as y'all ladies say, level up, upgrade. How can I get to the next whatever? But even if I never got to the point of owning the business, or even if I never got to the point of, where, I had that extra income or whatever, and I just strictly had to go with my retirement. My retirement is enough to fucking compete with large majority of you motherfuckers. Large majority of you motherfuckers. Dare I say, most of you motherfuckers. I'm not about to get into my particulars, but I guarantee it's a lot to deal with most of you motherfuckers. How about that? They want something already built. They aren't interested in building it together. That's fucking true. They don't want to build shit together. Women, that's y'all fault. Y'all don't want to build shit together because you all have put into your mind, you know what? First of all, you're putting into your goddamn mind that you have to compete with men, which is fucking dumb in the first place. Let's look. Can we just establish that shit? You thinking that you can compete with a man is fucking stupid. First of all, because what you're competing for, you women take that to mean, okay, if I'm making as much or more than him, that gives me a leg up somehow in the fucking world. In real life, that's not how fucking life works. Life does not give a fuck if you, woman, are capable of making as much or more than your man. That's not how fucking life works. Life does not work like that. It shouldn't work like that. And okay. There is no such thing as a pride of female lions who decide we don't need the fucking male lion. We're going to go out and do it on our own. We go out and we hunt anyway, so we can just go ahead and hold this shit down ourselves. You know what you would have then? A pride of dead fucking lions. That's what you would have. A fucking pride of dead lions. Why? Because what the king contributes to the goddamn whole of the pride is way fucking more than killing a fucking gazelle. It's way more than killing a goddamn hyena or a fucking wildebeest or some goddamn wild boar, because he's the fucking king. Ladies, you have a fucking certain skill set. Men have a certain fucking skill set. You can't replace men. It's impossible. You can't. Women, you cannot teach a man how to be a boy. Teach a boy how to be a man. You can't do that. Conversely, guys, we know for a fact that we can't teach a girl how to be a woman. We've accepted that. We've known that for fucking years. We readily admit that. You know what? This is beyond our scope. We can teach a girl how to do female shit. We can explain girls' female shit. I have 2 daughters. I can explain to my goddamn daughters, this is what menstruation means. I can explain to you the medical aspect, the technical aspect. I can tell them I'm not even talking about hypothetically right now. My oldest daughter is almost 12. So I've already had the conversation with her plenty of times, and I've broken that shit down medically. I can never explain to her what the fuck a period feels like. I don't know what menstrual cramps feel like. I can read about it all goddamn day. I don't know. I I can't explain to her what it feels like to go through life as a woman. I don't know. I can't explain to her some shit like being a female and being concerned when you're walking out of your house to your car, when you're going and you parked in the garage of the mall. And I can explain to her why you need to have your keys in your hand and why you need to hold your key in between your doggone hand like that, always ready to punch a motherfucker and have that doggone key. I can explain why she needs to have her head on the swivel as a doggone female and shit like that. But to be perfectly honest, that's some shit that as a man, I don't think of. It doesn't come across my fucking mind. That's not some shit that men think of. Every man, for honestly, this is probably a downfall of men. Every fucking man figures we can beat most men's ass. All of us think that. That's just the nature of a fucking man. You feel that on a good day, any motherfucking man, it could be the fucking Rock. It could be, who else is just a big stupid ass dude? It could be the world's strongest man. It don't make a motherfucker different. It could be fucking John Jones. It could be Manny Pacquiao. It could be whoever. Every man feels on a good day, I will beat his ass. Especially if it comes down to the point where him touching my family or touching my shit. I'll fuck dude up. That's just the nature of a goddamn man. So a man, we don't really understand the whole concept of being in constant fear of being robbed or raped or grabbed or kidnapped. We can tell you about we can tell you how to protect yourself against it. But in all honesty, men in general, we're not walking around thinking about, oh man, somebody could come take me. Because the average man thinks I will fuck up anybody who think they could try. So how is it that, ladies, when it comes to you and understanding that you are not men, by no definition, no stretch of the fucking imagination, why is it that you're so fucking confused by the simple fact your money does not make you equal to or better than a man? And the reason why your fucking money doesn't make you equal to or better than a man is because a man, a fucking person, is not valued solely on how much they fucking make. Why is that so fucking difficult for y'all to understand? And even if we go and we play by those games, let's just go and play by the fucking rules that you women want to make up. Let's just go ahead and play those games. If a man's the totality of a man is defined by how much he makes, how many of your motherfucking fathers and uncles would be worth anything on this fucking earth? Majority of them ain't worth shit. Let's just talk about it. If we're gonna play that motherfucking game, that in order to be worth something as a man, you have to make this much. Whatever benchmark that is, mind you, I'm not about to say the fucking amount because you women know in your mind, oh, I make this much, so the man has to be worth it. Okay, cool. Did your fucking daddy make that much? Even when you account for inflation, did your granddaddy make that much? Did his granddaddy make that much? Even when you account for inflation. I get that. Yeah. Well, you can't compare $80,000 today to $80,000 back in 1914. I get that. So when you account for inflation, could you consider your daddy an ain't shit motherfucker? Because odds are he probably was an ain't shit motherfucker. Just saying. So are you telling me that your father doesn't qualify? Your father doesn't qualify or shouldn't have qualified to be with your mother? If that's your thought, you are one of the motherfucking ditziest bitches ever in the history of this fucking earth, because you simply reduce somebody to what it says on a piece of paper. So let's just rewind this shit back, because I put a post up earlier that was talking about the pandemic. We're living a fucking global pandemic. Shit is fucking horrible. People should have taken from this the fact that, you know what? Anything that I have can be taken away from me. That $120,000 job that you had, that $15 million job that you had, whatever the fuck job that you had before could be snatched up just like that. Does that mean that that guy or that woman who doesn't have that job now, does that mean that they aren't shit? Because if their worth is directly linked to how much they make, if their global the global concept of this person, or the global worth of this person, is directly linked to how much they make, and they lose their job, by definition, that means this person ain't shit. By definition, this person is a throwaway motherfucker that should not even fucking be here. Is that honestly how you motherfuckers think? Because that's what you bitches say. That's what you bitches say continuously when you say, oh, that if he's not making this, that, and the third, then he's not even worth me being with. That kind of seems like a problem. Seems like a problem. I bring up the pandemic because, okay, assuming that you're roughly my age, right? Let's just say you're roughly my age. I'll go 10 years down. If you're 30 and above, you should be thinking at 30 and above, I want someone who's going to be there to take care of me when shit gets bad. At 30 and above. At 40 and above, this should be at the very fucking forefront of your goddamn mind. Because at 30 and above, you're still young. You're still thinking, hey, everything's cool. At 40 and above, you are past the middle of your life. You're over the fucking hump. You're over the fucking hump. Not a lot of people in my family live to be 82 years old. Not a lot of people in my family have lived to be 82 years old. So I already know that I'm on the fucking decline. To be perfectly honest, I've already said anything past 65 for me, that's just goddamn gravy. That's just gravy. So how fucking stupid would it be for me to sit there and think that when it comes to me choosing a woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with, I'm not talking about some random bitch that I'm going to fuck. That's very different. Random bitches that you fuck, that's your business. Ladies, random dicks that you suck, that's your motherfucking business. I assume that you don't have the same standards for the random dicks you suck that you do for the random dicks that you choose to ride for the rest of your life. I'm assuming that that's not the fucking same. Okay, now that we got that out the way. So how fucking dumb would it be for me to be determining that, you know what, in order for me to be with a woman for the rest of my life, she needs to be a size 4. She has to have a face like Halle Berry. She needs to be able to cook and clean, and this is I need, as shit changes in my life, meaning I get older, shit needs to change when it comes to my criteria for a woman that I want to be with. Again, the bitches I fuck, that's something different. With ladies, the motherfucking dudes that you fuck, that's something different. But if your ass is out here seriously talking about that you want a motherfucking man for a relationship, for marriage, and you have the audacity, you have the fucking vaginal goddamn hubris to sit there and say that you want that motherfucker to make a certain dollar amount, bitch, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker on this side of earth. Especially if you're within 10 years of my fucking age. You got to be the dumbest shit. We got a fucking global pandemic going on, and your ass could be just as easily on your motherfucking deathbed, but you don't give a fuck about that because you want a motherfucker to make a certain amount of money, and he got to be cute, and he got to have a long dick, and he got to be able to give you good strokes, and he got to suck your motherfucking toes, and he got to have dimples, and the motherfucker got to be able to lick your asshole on motherfucking Thursdays, and by the way, he needs to motherfucking read 15th century poetry, and you want the motherfucker to be able to box, but you don't want to be too motherfucking hard, and then he can never cheat on you, but he wants you to be, and he wants the person to be look at you like he's the like you're the number one person ever on the history of the earth. You have lost your fucking mind. When you should switch up your goddamn criteria for someone who loves your dumbass for you, you ignorant bitch, you. Which is why I said this, is the title that it is. You motherfuckers don't qualify for the average guy. Because a lot of this shit comes from, especially once you bitches decide that you want to get your motherfucking higher education. Oh my God, there's nothing worse than the bitch with a motherfucking degree. So if you are getting upset because I'm freely using the word bitch, you should be upset. Because you feel you fall into the motherfucking category of one of the bitches that I'm talking about. Because if you're not one of the bitches that I'm talking about, and you realize that, oh no, I don't judge a man based on how much money he makes. I don't judge a man based on I don't judge a man solely based on the amount of money he makes. I don't judge a man solely based on these particular characteristics. No, I look at the entire global part of the man. To be perfectly honest, now that I'm older, I realize that those childish ass things that I was putting up there before, I now realize that those are not as important. If you are one of those women who knows how to goddamn adult, then I'm not talking to you. But if you're not one of those women who knows how to adult, then I'm calling you a bitch, because you are what I like to call a good old fashioned bitch. Hey, what's going on, Jamal? They say he needs to be this and that and make all this money and be successful, but he needs to accept me for me. Oh man, that's a good fucking point. Ooh, I'm about to say that. They qualify for little boys and niggas. That's as good as it gets for them. You got to be a woman first to attract a man. Man, y'all saying some good shit. Okay, so let me do this in order. He needs to be this and that, make all this money, but they need. Okay, so let's get to that shit. So here it is. This is me and my fucking dating life in the past 5 years. Every fucking time I've talked to every time I've talked to a goddamn woman, it's been the same shit. Okay, hey, how's it going? What is blah, 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 blah. I personally don't like just meeting up with a motherfucking. I'm not into that shit. We're going to have to talk a little bit, because I figure a way. Let's just be honest. Ladies, bitches, can we be fucking honest? When it comes time to a man, when it comes time for a man dating you, this shit's not the same. So I'm missing a couple of words and slurring a little bit, because this drink that I made is delicious. We're going to pause for station identification just so I can talk about this motherfucking drink. So I've been trying different shit because I'm not a mixologist, and it's just so many fucking beverages out there to try. Like, I literally choose alcohol based on the design of the bottle, because it's just too many. I mean, I could sit there and go to fucking websites and shit like that, but I'm just like, this one. Okay, so now what I have right now is Blade and Bow, or Blade and Bow. I don't know which one. Maybe it's Blade and Bow. That will make more sense, because both of those are weapons of assault and death and destruction. So Blade and Bow, as you can see here, the choice for the manly man. Thank you. Okay, so I've got that. I've got a little bit of what is that called? It's like some type of sweetener, some like sugary shit. It's clear. I don't know what it's called, but it's some sugary shit. I put a couple of orange slices in here, part 7-Up and part cranberry juice. Although you probably can't even see that, because I'll quite literally put like a splash of cranberry juice in here. And when I tell you that this shit tastes like amazingness in my fucking mouth, it tastes like amazingness in my mouth. It tastes like Halle Berry is sitting on my tongue right now. And I'm loving every bit of that. And yeah, there we go. That is the commercial break. You're welcome. Blade and Bow, you need to send me a fucking check. One time. Back to what I was saying. So, okay. So what did you say? He needs to be this and that and make all this money. Okay. So I'm dating these women. Inevitably, obviously, the conversation is going to turn to what do you do, and that's fine. That's a normal conversation, right? Just I mean, adults ask adults, "Hey, how's it going?" Blah blah blah. My name is Johnny. Blah, blah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man, it's good to know you. Blah blah blah. Okay, what do you do for a living? Just out of curiosity. In general, well, sometimes people, men and women, sometimes when they ask you what you're doing, it's so that they can determine how they should treat you. If they're trying to determine on a socioeconomic and educational level, where should I place you? Because if I tell you that I'm a plumber, then you would put that person down there. In general, not everybody. You'd put that person down there. But if I tell you that I'm a CEO of a company, you'd put this person up there. Meanwhile, we have an issue, especially when this comes to women, because as it pertains to women, although they say that they want the money, they don't even do the fucking homework to know how much a plumber makes. See, a woman would put a plumber down here, whereas a man knows when you okay, fine, bitch. Have you ever called a goddamn plumber to your house? Have you ever once had your garbage disposal go out? You ever called the fucking plumber? Yeah. How much did you pay? No, I paid about fucking $300, $350. Okay. How many hours was he at your house? Probably about 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. Yeah. Safe to say that motherfucker's making some nice change, right? Right. That's just if he's doing some independent shit. Oh, man, don't talk about a fucking plumber who's part of the goddamn union. This motherfucker went from apprentice. Wait, hold on. That was a slip of the tongue. Not entered apprentice. He went from apprentice to goddamn journeyman to now he's a full-fledged plumber. I forgot what that last level is called, but the point is that now he's able to make that real money. Get the fuck up out of here. Same thing with a contractor or a mason or a technician or electrician, something like that. Even when they do all of the shit wrong. Even when they try to be gold diggers, they're too fucking lazy to go and do the actual homework to know what it would take to be a fucking gold digger. You should. Okay, I'm sorry. I digress because I got slightly distracted. Excuse me. So as it comes to, that's their ignorance. They go by hearsay. It's about the prestige of the title. That's why a drug dealer would get assisted before a dude worked at McDonald's. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. They'll be happy to get a drug dealer some pussy and happy to deal with the drug fucking dealer, right? Happy to do some shit because they know they're gonna get that quick money. They know it's gonna be all about that satisfaction, and plus they want to live a little bit dangerous, right? Women are fucking children. They want to live a little bit goddamn dangerous. They want to see how close can I get to that goddamn edge before I fall the fuck over. Okay, bitch, you know what? You can get as close as you possibly can before you fall over. That's the answer to that question. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How close can a bitch get to the fucking line before she falls over? Well, the bitch can get as close to the line as she possibly can before she fucking falls over. That's the answer to that goddamn question. So dating these women. I've dated women. Let me be clear when I talk about something, because women love to do this shit where they talk about when women want to dismiss us, what they're going to say, what they all inevitably fucking go to is either they try to dismiss the brothers out of hand, and the way that they do that is they talk about the least. They talk about, oh man, you got dudes out here that's on some bullshit and they not even paying their bills. Bitch, let me explain to you something about, since you're not a fucking man, you don't have a motherfucking dick, therefore you don't think like a motherfucking man. Men don't concern ourselves with the least among us. That ain't no shit that we give a fuck about. We don't think about those motherfuckers twice in the goddamn year. So why the fuck are you bitches concerned about what the fucking bullshit niggas are doing? That's what I never understood that shit before in my motherfucking life. I don't get it. That's like me as a man being concerned with raggedy bitches. I don't date raggedy bitches. I don't fuck with raggedy bitches. I don't concern myself with raggedy bitches. It could be a flock of raggedy bitches on the motherfucking corner, and I'm gonna move smooth the fuck on because that shit don't attract my motherfucking attention. Bitches, you should probably learn a little something. Stay on the motherfucking track. When you talk about motherfucking dudes, first of all, the majority of dudes ain't out here on that bullshit. The majority of dudes ain't your fucking baby daddy who fucked you and then moved the fuck on. The majority of dudes are actually good dudes who are actually doing what they need to do. So let's just say I will give you bitches 20%. And I think that's being very generous. But I'm going to give you hoes 20%. 20% of niggas is out here just fucking up. They fucking you and just not caring and all the rest of that shit, and they cheating on you and they just piece of shit dudes in the fucking first place, blah, blah, blah. Now, that does have a whole accountability issue as why you giving this nigga the pussy. Let's just be honest about this. We're not going to sit here and bullshit and talk about, you ain't going to be able to play the victim with me and talk about some, oh man, this is fucked up because dudes ain't shit and they keep on fucking me and leaving. Well, bitch, you're a goddamn adult. You gave him the pussy? Or did he take it? Because if he raped you, that's a whole different thing. And if you're going to tell me that he raped you, I'm going to need to see some police reports for me to fucking believe you. But if the motherfucker never raped you, and you just freely gave up the motherfucking pussy, then why are you fucking crying? Bitch, you made a decision. That's the person you chose to be with. In real life, in grown-up land, where we live, in grown-up land, You learn from you. First of all, you accept your decisions and say, you know what? I fucked him. That's on me. The second part of that is for you to learn from that mistake and not make that mistake again. I fucked him, and that was messed up. I won't be making that mistake, so I clearly won't be fucking him again. But I also need to change my fucking vetting process so that I don't fuck people like him. That's where you bitches are fucking up. That's where you bitches are fucking up. Because you think that your vetting fucking criteria is, oh, well, this guy was working at McDonald's and he fucked me over. So I need to clearly go get a guy who's working at the Chicago Exchange. No, you dumb bitch. No. That's the problem when you don't have a goddamn daddy in your life. That's the problem when you don't have a male fucking figure in your life to teach you how it is that you need to be vetting these goddamn men. That's what happens when you get all this fucking feminine energy that's around you and you keep listening to women tell you how to fucking vet men. You're a goddamn woman. Same way that I'm a man. I can tell I can tell my if I don't have a son, but if I had a son, I could tell him some shit about women, but some shit I need his goddamn mother to tell him. Or if his mother's not around, I need a woman to goddamn tell him. Because again, I can only talk from one perspective. I can only talk from a male perspective. I can't put on a motherfucking female perspective because I'm not a bitch. That's just not how shit works. You don't get to take off your fucking manhood, temporarily put on fucking womanhood, and then now you see through the eyes of a goddamn woman. That's not how motherfucking life works. So, as I go back to this story of dealing with these women. So I deal with women who dealt, whatever word you want to use, with women from all fucking things. Women from the PhDs to the masters to the bachelors to associates to whatever. Why? Because men don't fucking care. What? I don't understand how I can make this more emphatic. Men, ladies, please listen. Men don't give a goddamn about what the fuck your job resume is. We don't give a fuck about your goddamn where you work. We don't fucking care how much you make. It don't make a goddamn difference to us because we're men. It's just that goddamn simple. And the large majority of the reason why it doesn't make a difference to us is because we know no matter how much you make, we're still going to have to foot the fucking bill. You can be a woman who's got your fucking PhD and you're making blah, blah, blah amount of money. Who the fuck cares? You're a PhD and you making 150. This guy is a blue collar worker and he's making 60. Okay, cool. That man knows that when he goes out, he has to pay for the bill. That man knows that when he, you all go for some vacation, he's got to fit the fucking bill. He knows you all move in together. Now he has to make his 60,000 stretch to cover the fucking bills, which is why we don't give a fuck about how much you make. That doesn't go into the calculation of whether or not a man wants you. Never has, and it never will. The problem is y'all bitches have been listening to other women tell you about what makes you important. Oh, girl, you got your PhD now. You making $100 and something $9,000. Girl, ooh, girl, you out here doing it. That shit impresses women. That shit don't impress dudes. No, that don't impress a fucking man at all. Because you're not about to fucking act and you're not about to spend like you doing that. Because the situations will reverse, as the situations have been reversed for thousands of fucking years. When the man is making more, you expect the man to fucking take care of things, right? The man's making $100 some odd $1,000 or more, or whatever the case the man is making. The woman expects, oh, I'm a woman. I shouldn't have to spend my money. You're a man. That's your job, right? Okay, well, you bitches wanted equality. If you want fucking equality, then how about you motherfuckers start acting equal? Just a thought. Just a thought. If you want to play the whole I want to be equal, or hey, the whole I think that we should be able to do the same things, the whole I think that it's 2021 and we should have all the same rights and we should do everything. Okay, cool. You know what? I agree with you 100%. You should have the same rights. You should be treated equal. You should have all the access that a man can have. Mind you, I said access. I said access. It shouldn't be given to you, bitch. You should have to fucking work for it the same with the man. So they should just give it to you. You should have to have all the access that a man can goddamn have. And then once you have that access and you have that responsibility, now comes the fucking accountability. Okay, bitch, you decided that you want to be in that motherfucking that you wanted to be in that that you want to walk in that particular lane. Well, think about guys. Guys who are making that much don't find women counterparts in general who are making that much. And if they do, cool. But if they don't, that's not a negative. They're not looked at as like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you be making $150,000 and you're dating this woman who makes 30? Guys, again, that wouldn't even be a conversation that a man would have. We don't give a fuck about what you make. So bitches, maybe y'all should fucking decide whether or not you want fucking equality or not. What's the next thing you said? You said, oh, I forgot. So dating these goddamn women, like I said, across all walks of life, just goddamn, they may work in retail or they work in some type of government office or they work in a lot of healthcare or, they may be a fitness expert. What else? Well, she taught swimming, a few teachers, counselors, professional women, blah, 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 stuff like that. Across the entire gamut, it comes down to the money and how much money do you make. Again, I think I was raised different. I don't know if I was just raised in a different era, but in the era that I was raised in, that was the social faux pas for you to just come out and ask a motherfucker, oh, okay, what is it that you make? You can assume all you want to, but for you just to ask a motherfucker what is they make, that was a social faux pas. I don't know. I guess shit has fucking changed in today's times, I suppose. I don't know. I guess things have changed in today's times, but whatever. So when it comes down to the money talk, and I never tell women how much I make unless they get me to a point and then I feel I need to flex. But it's like, look, I'm I'm good. My guy, I'm all right financially. Well, what does that mean? See, little shit like that. That's how you gonna piss me smooth the fuck off. First of all, bitch, we are on date one, which means my finances are none of your motherfucking business. Let's start there. My finances are none of your motherfucking business. Your finances are none of my fucking business, which is why I don't ask. Because again, who fucking cares? You're a goddamn woman. I don't give a fuck what you make. I don't care. I don't even ask men what the fuck they make. What the fuck I look like asking a goddamn woman what the fuck you make? I don't care. So now it gets to the point of, oh, okay, I do this and I do this and I do this, and all right, cool, that's great. So then inevitably the women, some same day in that conversation, some maybe the next day, whatever. They're just curious. They just cannot let it go. Well, I just want to know how much you're making, blah, 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 stuff like that. So we get into the conversation again. I almost never tell them what the fuck I make. And they tell me, well, what is it? Well, I'm asking them, well, first of all, why is that so important? Because you've brought it up, at least twice now. So why is that so important to you? Oh, because I think a man should be able to this, that, and the third. Okay. Tell me exactly what your criteria is. Inevitably, I have not met one woman who could pass her own criteria. Meanwhile, everything that they set forth on their criteria, I'm like, okay, that's all? Bitch, that's too easy. That's too easy. If that's your fucking criteria for whatever, or at least for the financial side of your criteria, that shit is fucking easy. First of all, let me explain something to you. First, let's just start with the fact, bitch, that you are still working, right? I'm retired. I retired at 38 years old. I wish I could have went on until I was like 50, but I didn't for various reasons. But you're still you're talking to me about you want to ask me what my 3 to 5 year plan is. No, bitch. You don't get to ask me my 3 to 5 year plans. You don't get to talk money talk with me because you're still trying to catch the fuck up. Until you get to a point where your ass is motherfucking retired, maybe you could explain. Maybe we could have a conversation. Because the fucked up part now is I get to explain to you that although I am retired, I still fucking make more money than your ass. So now explain that shit. So shut the fuck up. Like, there's no reason for you to be having these goddamn conversations about money. So there's that. And inevitably that those conversations always go left. Always. 5 years of dating, same shit. All these bitches, same shit. So now ask them, okay, fine. So all your financial requirements, all your criteria for finances, okay, cool. Whatever. You didn't even say nothing. You didn't even say nothing that was that fucking impressive. What these women think is impressive ain't even fucking impressive. But okay, fine. I meet all of those standards. Now tell me, what is it that you think you should get? Or what do I get for meeting all of those standards? Because almost all of them say, oh, the man has to pay 100% of the bills and blah, 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 stuff like that. Okay, so you think that if we're in a relationship, we decide we're going to get married, or a long-term relationship, we move in together, that I should pay 100% of the bills? Right. And what are you going to do? What are you going to be doing while I'm paying 100%? Are you still going to be working? Well, no, I think I should have the option to work. Okay. This is all of your thoughts. So I'm not going to take away your thoughts and take away your dreams and your happiness and saying what you should be able to do. This is your dream. So let me know. You should have the option to be able to work. Cool. And I should be taking care of you and your children. The children from your either past marriage or your past baby daddy. I should be. Okay. Again, none of this shit is scaring me financially. Question I'm always asking, what do I get? What do I get? Because essentially this is fucking negotiations, right? You want X. Fine. What do you give me for allowing you to have X? What are you willing to give up in order to have this? They all say the same thing. Oh, you get to have sex with bitch? No. Let's just be honest about this shit. First of all, your sex ain't that good. Second of all, I can find better looking bitches than you, younger bitches than you, and guess what? I don't have to pay all of their bills for the rest of their life. I don't. I can go find hoes on the internet. I can just go find some random bitches just walking around. What I don't have to do is sit and pretend and play house with your motherfucking ass and then give you access to give you the opportunity to being able to fucking essentially rip me the fuck off if our relationship doesn't fucking work. Why do you think that sounds like a good thing to me? In that scenario, you get all the benefits and none of the risk. All the benefits, none of the risk. Why would I be open to doing this? Why? Same shit over and over and over. Same conversations over and over and over again. Same conversations. So, you bitches who out here talking about that you are settling or you're dating down or just something, that's always a one-way conversation. That is always a one-way, not conversation, but a thought. Because when they say that I'm settling, they never take into consideration, well, do you think that whatever guy that you're dealing with or whatever potential guy that you're going to be dealing with is settling when he's dealing with you? Has that thought ever come across your mind? Have you ever sat and thought to yourself that, oh, okay, in this particular area, this one fucking area, you make more money than he does. Check. Okay. So I suppose that check goes to you if you want to play it by your rules. Cool. Let's go about these other areas. There's way more fucking areas than just this. Like your goddamn credit report. Your credit report just isn't based off of how much you make. Right? So your credit report, first of all, your credit report isn't based off how much you make at all. But let's assume that your credit report had to deal with how much you make. There's a spot on there for how much you earn per year. Right? Okay, cool. This is how much you make per year. There's a whole bunch of other shit that has to go into that calculation of your credit score. So when we talk about bitches, your dating score, there's a whole lot of other shit that needs to go into this. Namely, you make more than he does. You've got kids from an outside relationship. You think that gains you points? Do you honestly think that that doesn't bring you down? But what if he got kids from an outside relationship? That doesn't affect a man. Why doesn't it affect a man to have kids from an outside relationship? Because the men already understand that they have to pay for the fucking utilities and the household expenses. See, it doesn't make a difference. If I'm the person who's paying 100% of the bills, you don't get say so over who the fuck about my goddamn children, because I'm taking care of my children. And if you got children, I'm taking care of your motherfucking kids too. Real simple. Real fucking simple. It doesn't affect the man the same way, because the expectation is that the man is to pay more than the woman. So if the man is supposed to pay more than the woman, mean the man gets more than the goddamn woman. No different than the fact that if your ass went to college and now you got all these motherfucking bills and you got debt. You went to college and you got $100,000 in debt. Yeah. I make a nice living and you want me to take care of you for the rest of your life. Yeah. So you're not going to be working in that job and you're not going to utilize that degree that you paid $100,000 for? No, I'm not going to. But you still owe that $100,000. Yeah. But if you're not going to be working and paying off that $100,000 debt, who do you think is going to be paying that? Oh, that's one of the bills that comes along with me. So again, your ass goes down. Real simple. Your ass goes down. Let's make this shit real fucking personal. Let's make it really fucking personal so you bitches get it fucking completely. Do you think that you are the perfect embodiment of physical specimen for your motherfucking man? Whatever man you with, it could be your motherfucking husband. It could be the dude that you're fucking right now. It could be your long-term relationship. Do you honestly think that when your man closed his eyes at whatever age it was and he was fucking jerking off, that the person that he was jerking off to, they looked as good as you or worse? Do you think that in his mind, he's fucking settling in the looks department? Talk to me, bitch. Because you know good and goddamn well, you ain't that fucking pretty. And if you are that pretty in the face, what about the weight that you gain? That's not settling. Difference is that men, we don't call that shit settling. We call it fucking a compromise. Because that's how adults fucking speak. It's a goddamn compromise. Look, no one on earth is going to be a perfect 100 across the board. That's a fucking myth. That's not a real thing. You have to be fucking delusional. You might as well put that fucking perfect 100 person in the same fucking category as goddamn Santa Claus, the goddamn Chupacabra, and fucking Jesus. All of it is bullshit. So that's how you should look at all of that shit. So to think that you are someone's 100% perfect person, you're goddamn stupid. Completely fucking stupid. So more than likely, he's compromised in the looks department. Simply talking about your face. He's fucking compromised. Yeah, she don't look like J-Lo, but she's still pretty to me. Yeah, she don't look like Beyonce, but she's still pretty to me. Yeah, she don't look like whoever the fuck you think is beautiful, but she's still pretty to me. Yeah, she's gained 20 pounds since the baby, but she's still nice for me. Yeah, she's gained fucking 75 pounds, you big bitch, you, but she's still pretty to me. That's a fucking compromise. So, by your own standards, you ignorant bitches, you, that man would be settling in at least 3 to 4 other areas when you are quote unquote settling for one. That's fucking dumb. You motherfuckers have to be the dumbest people. It's just goddamn stupid. Just goddamn stupid. And it's stupid because you believe that princess shit. See, the problem is that and you know what? I blame you all because the shit is fucking stupid, but I also blame men because men, we have been telling you women, especially fathers, have been telling our goddamn daughters that they are princesses and they are beautiful queens and you deserve the best, boo-boo. You're the most awesomest, bestest. Problem is with you bitch ass niggas, what y'all didn't do is telling y'all goddamn daughters. Y'all never finished that fucking statement because that statement is supposed to be, you are a princess, you are beautiful, you are the absolute shit in this fucking house. That's how that fucking phrase should end. You are the shit in this house. I tell my daughters this shit all the fucking time. You are a princess to me. You are a princess to your mother. Outside of me and your mother, the rest of the world does not give a fuck about you. And they shouldn't have to. You got to go out there and prove that you're worth somebody paying attention to. Don't nobody give a damn because your last name is Strap. Don't nobody give a fuck because your first name is my children's first names. So what you definitely shouldn't be doing is going out into the world expecting something simply because you got a goddamn vagina. Yes, this is how I talk to my goddamn girls. And this is how your daddy should have talked to you stupid bitches. But no, y'all been sitting around listening to Oprah. Y'all been sitting around listening to motherfucking all these goddamn talk shows and television shows and movies and TV shows and books and all the rest of that shit. It's women, is bitches telling bitches about how they need to get men. But you never fucking stopped and asked men, what the fuck is it that you want? What do you value in the goddamn woman? See how fucking dumb that is? That's fucking retarded. Where on earth would you ever see some other shit like that? That's not a fucking thing. Oh shit, my bad. This thing was still going. I'm sorry, I didn't see your post. Little girls aren't held accountable for anything. They're not. Little girls aren't held accountable for anything. That's why a lot of our guys go outside of our race. True. If no other reason, to at least get something in return. True indeed. It's fair. Yeah, these women, you women have to understand. I don't know how bad it's sad. The state that we're in. The reason why I started on this topic path, I guess, this topic is because before I was talking mostly about revolution and how we need to burn this fucking country to the ground. But since most fucking of us don't want to put no goddamn work in and too concerned with going to your goddamn job as opposed to fucking dealing with these motherfucking white people, the revolution is not even a realistic fucking thing. What is a realistic thing is our fucking community. And by community, I mean the lack of community. Because you can't have a fucking community if you don't have goddamn family. Family is the fucking cornerstone of the goddamn community. And since the fucking black community is goddamn completely fucking decimated, then we need to goddamn figure some shit out so that we can goddamn exist as a fucking people. That can only happen if men realize where they fucked up, come to the point of saying, you know what, I fucked up and I need to do goddamn better. Men have not only accepted that and recognized that, men have been doing it. How do I know that? Because the men who are my age, we grew up with parents and fathers and male influence telling us, men don't fucking cry. You a motherfucking man. You fell down, get your little ass up and go over there, wipe those tears away and go fucking play. That's what you learn as a goddamn man. Don't be coming up in here bitching and crying and all the rest of that shit. That's some soft shit. You ain't no girl. Are you a little fucking bitch? No. That's how you was raised when I was goddamn a child. Now, fast forward to today. What do men do? Men know for a goddamn fact. Hey, son, it's okay to cry. Let that shit out. You're a fucking man. It's okay. It's you're going to be a man. Men cry. Men have emotions. That is accepted as fucking general fact in fucking today. That only comes about by men listening, first of all, by men observing and seeing the way that they were brought up. That shit wasn't right. Yeah, it taught your son how to be tough, but it also taught your son to be tough at times where he did not need to be tough, which simply brings about other issues that I don't even feel like fucking get into right now because that could be a whole subject in and of itself. The point is that men recognize this shit is not right. There's a way for me to fix it. I want to do better for my goddamn generation. But you bitches, you sat there and you listened to your motherfucking mother tell you that men ain't shit, girl. Be sure you get a man that's making some money. And I bet that shit came from a motherfucking woman, a single goddamn mother who ain't had no motherfucking man. So your lonely ass have been listening to your fucking mother who was a lonely bitch, who probably listened to her mother who was a lonely bitch. And you just got a long line of lonely, bitter, broken bitches just along your goddamn ancestry. And you wonder why your life is fucked up and your goddamn daughter is fucked up. Because not one bitch in your goddamn ancestry decided to say, you know what, hold on. I don't think that I need to live my life like this. Nope. Y'all just keep making the same fucking mistakes. Baby daddy after goddamn baby daddy, never paying attention, never listening, never stopping to assess, never stopping to say things need to fucking change, never stopping to say, you know what? It's not the fact that the guys are fucked up. I make bad fucking choices. There's something about me that needs to change. And then you hoes never went to go get the fucking necessary therapy. You never went to go get the necessary therapy that you goddamn need because of the whole black community and our thoughts about fucking mental health. That's from the devil or some stupid shit like that. So now you have generations of broken, bitter, raggedy, stupid, ignorant bitches who never had a fucking actual male role model in their life except for the guys who've been trying to fuck them. So now they feel that, you know what, yeah, girl, you right. Go get yourself you don't need no man for shit. A man ain't number motherfucking trouble, girl, if he ain't got no fucking money. So now you basically turned your daughters into hoes because that's what y'all been this entire time. Y'all basically have told your daughters to go out there and sell the pussy to the highest bidder. Y'all basically turned your daughters into hoes. And you wonder why the fucking community is like it is. You would think that if you had such a fucked up life, that you would then tell the younger generation, girl, I know I'm old and bitter, but don't grow up to be like me. This is how you can fucking change that shit. Don't be out here chasing a motherfucking man with money just because he got money. Because come on, goddamn it, bitches. I've been saying this shit since I was young. Assume that, first of all, let's assume that you can get the guy who has the money that you want, which is a big fucking assumption. Assume that you can get the guy who wants the money, who has the money that you want. The fuck makes you think he's gonna give it to you? Just because a motherfucker got money don't mean he gonna give it to your ass. You dumb bitch, you. You just want to be in close proximity to success. Why? Because your ass couldn't get success on your own. That's essentially what that shit is. You could not get it on your own. Therefore, you said, man, if I can just get close enough to it, I can at least get the residual shit that falls off, you know. So he may not, you know, sign over his business to me, but he'll take me on a trip. He'll buy me a nice little purse. He'll whatever. He may even buy me a car, girl. All I got to do is give him a little bit of pussy. Like I said, y'all turned yourself into hoes. You've raised a whole generation of fucking hoes. And here's the bad part about this, because since we've been playing this game for more than 70 years, when the women's suffrage movement started in the mid 60s, we've been playing this fucking game. We've got all the fucking data. So since the men have not been in the house, because this is what you all been saying for years, if the daddies were there, we wouldn't have this problem. Okay, cool. Here's where here's the why that's a double-edged sword, because you're absolutely right. If the fucking fathers were there, you wouldn't have these goddamn problems. But you all were all too happy to kick the fucking fathers out once goddamn public aid said these motherfuckers can't be here no more. You were all too happy to kick niggas out. Okay, that's the first part. Second part is you admitted that the men were not there and you raised them on your own and you did what you could because you're a woman and I am woman. Hear me roar, and I don't need a man to do nothing. A woman can raise a man just as good as a boy. And now we have the evidence to fucking see that no, the fuck you cannot. You can't raise no goddamn woman, raise no boy to be a man. Because what you think it takes to be a man is not what it takes to be fucking a man. What it takes is, before we've talked, since I've been a fucking child, the concept of toxic masculinity has been, has pervaded the TV and every form of media. Nowhere do we talk about toxic femininity though. We don't talk about toxic femininity. And that toxic femininity shit is the same as what I just said. I, as a woman, can raise a boy to be a man. No, the fuck you can't. I, a woman, know what it takes in order to bring him from here to there. Why? Because a toxic woman is going to say some stupid shit the same way as a dumbass man would back fucking 40 years ago. Oh, you're a boy. Boys don't cry. Or you go the other way, and it's because he's a fucking boy and he's raised by goddamn women. Now we get what we have today. A generation of boys who can dress their ass off. Man, I'm telling you, these kids out here, they got the fucking Gucci belts, and they got the fucking the suits, the slim fit, the executive fit. It's looking nice. They out here, they doing everything, but they the softest group of fucking boys in the history of Earth. Why? Because they was raised by dumb bitches. Raised by dumb bitches who didn't think to themselves, man, I need to get this boy in front of an actual man who can teach him man shit. Instead of a woman trying to teach this boy man shit that she don't know. You're a woman trying to teach a boy, in order for you to be a good man, you need to be out here making a certain amount of money, which is a phrase that has never came out of any fucking man's mouth in the history of ever. Never. Because men goddamn know that your money don't fucking make you a man. It makes you more valuable because that's what money does. I mean, money has value. That's what the fuck money does, right? That money doesn't make you a man. Because long before that man got that money, he was a fucking man. Long before he got the money, he was a man. Long after the money leaves, if the money ever leaves, he's still gonna be a man. But y'all raising these dumbass, little soft ass, little trick or treat ass, dick in the booty ass, sucker motherfucking niggas, dick ass boys to be motherfucking bitches. And I don't mean sucker dick and all the rest of that shit to be talking about that they gay. Because you could be fucking gay and still be a goddamn man. That may fuck some of y'all up, but that's just goddamn truth. Just because you're gay don't mean you're a bitch. But I swear to God, there's a whole bunch of heterosexual bitches out here. And y'all bitches have raised them. Just a bunch of heterosexual ass bitches out here. Just going about and just feminine energy all over the place. You want to know what's feminine energy? Yeah, Joe motherfucking, I'm doing all this shit, Joe motherfucking, and I'm out there and I'm doing all this shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, bang a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga say something, I shoot that motherfucker. That's fucking feminine energy. That's feminine energy. That's some shit that a woman would look at to say, oh, that's masculine. No, that's feminine energy in its fucking most pure form. Just insecure. Just completely fucking insecure. The need to goddamn prove yourself just over and over and over to people who don't fucking care. Just feminine energy just all over the goddamn place. And we're supposed to listen to you bitches when you talk about what you think you don't qualify, what you don't think you should settle for? Oh, no, hoes. No. Nope. It's not a thing. It is not a thing. It's not a thing. Since I'm a man, I'm very qualified to explain to you what the fuck it is that men look for in women. I'm not talking about the dude who just fucked and left. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about good fucking men. It'll surprise you to know, like I said before, we don't give a fuck about how much you make. Doesn't make a difference to us. It's not on the criteria of shit that we fucking care about. You know what we do care about? How feminine you are. What do I mean by feminine? How much do you act like a woman? As a man, what I don't want in my goddamn woman is masculine energy. No, bitch. What I don't want is you trying to fucking compete with me. I don't need no fucking woman trying to play Big Daddy Long Dick with me. What I won't ever in my life do is fucking have a dick measuring contest with a fucking woman. No. So that when you get into all that, oh, I make this amount of money and I do this, that, and I got this going on. All right, cool. That don't mean that I'm out here so that mean you only gonna date broke bitches? No. What that means is that I date women who are secure enough in their motherfucking self to know I don't need to come to a date with a fucking resume printed out for this motherfucker because it's irrelevant to what the fuck we doing. Bitch, I'm not employing you. I'm not hiring you for shit. So why the fuck do you need to tell me about your goddamn resume? Oh, I did this in 8th grade. I won a spelling bee. And then did you know that in high school I was actually on a science team and then we took nationals? I don't fucking care. Don't fucking care. Especially considering the fact that your degree and all the rest of that shit doesn't have any bearing on what the fuck I got going on for myself. Don't. Let's just put that shit out there. Because now, fine, fuck it. Ladies, bitches, you want to talk big boy talk? You want to really talk big boy talk? If you're talking when it comes to however much money that you're making, and you're talking to that shit to a man who's making same or way more than your ass, again, you're not impressing us. You're not impressing us at all. So that's the first thing. We would like somebody feminine. We want someone who's agreeable. Think about any movie, any media that you've ever seen, any fucking comedy. What do men always say? We simply just want you to shut the fuck up. That's what we mean. We want you agreeable. I don't need somebody that's gonna every time I say something like, oh, okay, what do you want to do? Whatever you like. No, that's not what I'm saying by agreeable. But what I am saying by agreeable is I don't want a motherfucker who's simply going to argue for the sake of arguing. Y'all know how you got bitches and they just need drama in their life. Oh man, I was at jerking and working that, but I told that bitch, oh, you don't know who she fucking with. I know you not about to blah, blah, blah. Don't no man want to hear no shit like that. No man wants to hear no shit like that. Especially a motherfucking man who's got options. So the second I hear that you fucking talk too much about some dumb shit, boom, we on to the next. Why? Because being a guy that got a little bit of money affords you options. Next thing that I want in a fucking woman is a woman who's goddamn attractive. Let's just talk about your face right here. Right there. We talking about motherfucking... What'd you say? Their only form of excitement is drama. Nigga, you ain't never lying. Their form of excitement is drama. They want to come... Oh, man. Nothing makes a raggedy bitch happier than to tell you what she was about to do. Oh, that girl knows she didn't want to because I was about to this and I didn't. Just shut the... First of all, no, you weren't. Two, first of all, it's childish for you to sit there and try to convince me that you was about to beat this bitch ass at your goddamn job. Let's just put all that shit out there. I don't fucking care. If you really was about to beat this bitch ass at your job, I don't want to be with you. I can't tell you the last time I had a physical altercation where I had to put my hands on somebody. I cannot remember. It was definitely in my 20s. Definitely in my 20s. That's all I can tell you. Ain't nobody out here on that bullshit. Who the fuck are you trying to prove? Who the fuck are you trying to impress? That shit don't impress me. You out here trying to impress these work bitches? For what? So ain't no adults out here trying to hear that bullshit from you goddamn bitches. No, stop. Fucking stop. Shut up. Shut all the way up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, please. Next thing that we want, like I said, we want the face. I'm gonna need some cuteness up in here. I'm gonna need something up in here that I think is attractive. That's superficial, Johnny. Why is it that men can get to that? Oh, you're just so fucking superficial. Well, let me explain a little something to y'all. It's a little something called science, specifically psychology. So when it comes to fucking psychology of men are by nature, our fucking genetical makeup. I say genetic makeup. Our genetic makeup makes it so that we are attracted visually first. We are literally aroused visually first. Women, that's not your makeup. Yes, it is. I love to see a good, pretty, and then it got a big dick. I'm gonna state this again, bitch. That is not your fucking genetic makeup. Women, You are hardwired for wanting the support, for wanting the care, for wanting the whole and the story of it, which is why you bitches have fucking sex novels, which is why you bitches porn does not look the same as porn made by fucking dudes. Because dudes don't give no fucks about the storyline. I have never in my life watched an entire porno to the end. I have no fucking idea what happens after the first nigga comes. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I have never watched a porno from one motherfucking scene and then it goes to a whole nother scene. I don't know. Like they fucking in the doctor's office and then they go into the car. I don't know what happens after they drive in that goddamn car. I don't fucking know. As far as I'm concerned, in my mind, they just go around the block, they go back to the doctor's office and they fuck again. I don't know. Why? Because that's some bitch shit. That's what bitches like. Y'all got your novels and you got your Zanes and all the rest of that shit. That's what the fuck y'all got. This is where I'm going to piss a lot of you motherfuckers off because black women, you're 80% fucking overweight. 80% of our goddamn black women are overweight. 80%. So guess what the next thing criteria is for men? We want a woman who is fit. Yep. Little shit like that crosses a lot of you bitches off the fucking just right there. So when it comes down to the idea of settling, you mean to tell me that you're a guy? He hasn't settled? I hate that fucking term. So I'll speak in adult language. Your man has not made that compromise in dealing with you and was like, oh, okay, she doesn't have the body like Beyonce, but I still like her even though she's 20, 50, 70, however many pounds overweight that she is. You think that motherfucker isn't making a compromise? And you got the nerve to sit there and say that you're fucking settling when your ass is fucking 50 pounds overweight? You big biscuit eating bitch, you. Put the motherfucking gravy down. Goddamn watermelon and french fries. The fuck is wrong with you? You fucking M&M drinking bitch. Shut the fuck up. Another thing that I like in women. Am I going to say this one? Do I feel like going into this whole thing? Yep, I'm going to say it. Women, if you have kids, subtract 100 points for each child. I don't even know what this is on a scale of, but however many fucking children that your ass have, subtract all of the points. Let's just do it. That puts your ass so fucking far behind the pack that you don't get to fix your mouth to form the word settle, compromise. You should be like motherfucking Prince Akeem. I'm very happy to be here. That's what you should be saying. Cause no, bitch, when you bringing another motherfucker's kids into what's happening over here, you fucking up. You fucking up. What? Are you shaming her because she had kids? No, but I'm being fucking real with you. Again, because I'm not trying to fuck you, I can say what the fuck I want because I'm not expecting shit from you. The guy who wants to fuck you is the one that's going to say, no, girl, your kids ain't a problem. I love them just like I love mine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like little man. What's up, little man? I got you a little truck or something to play with. Me, I ain't trying to fuck you. I ain't trying to dick you down. So I can tell you right now, your kids are all liability for me. 100% liability. That's what kids are. My children are fucking liability because they are fucking children. That's how children work. The difference is they're mine. That's the difference. They're my goddamn kids. Well, if you got kids, why would you be so against being with a woman who got kids? Again, I can pay for my motherfucking children. I do for my fucking children quite well. So if you're trying to get into a relationship with a motherfucking man and you have the mindset, oh man, I'm just gonna get with a guy who makes a certain amount of money that I ain't gotta do nothing, I ain't gotta work or whatever, he gonna pay the majority of the bills. Well, let's stop and think for that for a second. Because when it comes to you bringing your kids over and now I have my goddamn children, every motherfucking dollar I spend on your kids is a dollar that I'm taking away from mine. That shit ain't happening. Let's just be real about that one. There's no fucking place on earth Such a thing doesn't exist. Not in this fucking universe or any other fucking multiverse that goddamn exists. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna sit there and take $1 out of my kids to give to your kids. Oh, but you already spoil your kids. They get so much. I know that because they're my motherfucking kids, bitch. And because I can afford to do that. I'm not about to have my kids live an average life so your kids can live mediocre. The fuck do I look like to you? No, you probably should have fucking had a baby daddy that wasn't a piece of shit. Sorry. Wouldn't even consider it. Would not even consider it. But what about your benefits? Your benefits are relevant regardless if the kids are yours. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Because of my benefits in the Army, my children, college is already paid for. My children are fucking 8 and 11 years old, so their college is already paid for. And if I were to adopt children, their college would be paid for as well. Same thing with the medical and all the rest of that stuff is already paid for. Don't have to worry about that shit. There's a whole bunch of other benefits and blah, 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 stuff like that. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. The more I tell you about the benefits that I bring, the benefits of themselves, and then add to the benefits the amount of money that comes with that, and then add to the amount of money that I simply get for retirement and disability and all the rest of that stuff, and then add to that the money that I get for the couple of businesses that I run, then add for that the money that the potential money, because it's not into fruition yet, that I'm gonna get from this new business that I plan to open shortly. Well, all that sounds like is that this dude's a pretty good paycheck. What that sounds like specifically is, oh man, it will be lovely to have the him of this relationship without the him part of this relationship. It would be great to get with him if I could simply just get rid of him. That's the first thing that comes to my motherfucking mind. Bitch, you don't care about me. You don't care about what the fuck I have to offer. You don't care about me as a man. You simply care about what it is that I bring. And now we're back to the whole conversation about women have that women have reduced men to a dick in a wallet. So, if I already know that you're simply going to reduce me to a dick in a wallet, and I also know that your ass don't bring anything of any consequence to this fucking relationship, and I already know that your ass is simply trying to get the most you possibly can for as little amount of work or effort, why would I entertain the thought with you, you average bitch you? Let's just, seriously, why would I entertain the thought with you? Because I can get all first because the shit that you offer, you all say the same thing as pussy. Okay, fine. Your pussy ain't that good. That's the first thing. Your pussy is never that good. The second thing, and again, because I'm not trying to fuck you, I can tell you, your pussy is average at best. Just like whatchamacallit said, dude, Kevin Samuels. Your pussy's average. You are a woman, so since you don't dabble in pussy, unless maybe you do, I don't know. But even if you did dabble in pussy, you can't can't experience pussy the way a man feels because you don't have a dick. Even if you have a dildo, you still don't experience pussy the way a man does because you don't have fucking nerves in the fucking dildo. That's not a fucking thing yet. Maybe one day they'll make that. But right now, there's no nerves in your goddamn dildo. So I can tell you, y'all women, just stop. Girl, I got my pussy stay wet, and I got this. Wasn't. It's not. I've never in my life heard a woman say or even hint that I got some average ass pussy. Never. So all of y'all motherfucking pussy can't be on 15,000. That's just not possible. That's just not possible. So some of y'all shit is. Obviously, you should know by now that every woman can't have that good. So some of y'all gotta have, I'm not even gonna say it's whack, but some of y'all gotta have just some average ass pussy. And if you in the fucking group of girls and all of y'all saying that y'all got that good, bitch, it's probably you. And probably you and the rest of your motherfucking crew that got some pretty average ass pussy. That's it. That's just life. That's just life. That's why I go down this path so much, and I don't foresee myself going leaving this goddamn path anytime in the future, especially the near future, because this is you want to talk about a fucking pandemic? This is a goddamn pandemic that we have, a pandemic of fucking stupidity, a pandemic of average bitches who believe that because they make a little bit of money or believe that because they have a degree and a title that somehow elevates them from being average. No, bitch, you are simply average with a fucking degree. That's all it is. You're just a ratchet bitch with a degree. Because y'all been saying for you can be an ain't shit nigga and still be a millionaire. You can still be an ain't shit motherfucking nigga and still be rich. So what the fuck makes you bitches think that you're exempt because you make money now? Has making money somehow, does that somehow mean that you don't have to work on any personality traits? No, that's not what that means at all. Does making money now somehow mean that you don't have to work on any of your relationship skills? No. Does making money now somehow means that because you make money, you make more money than your man, that you get to now demean him because he don't make as much money as you? The answer to that is a fucking resounding no. And the reason why we know that is because when you bitches were in the goddamn position of not having as much money, meaning the man was the one who went out and was making the money and you stayed at home, you thought it would be oh so wrong for, oh man, just because you get to make all the money don't mean you get to make all the decisions. I guess I'm saying so. I don't want to go to fucking Florida this year for the vacation. I want to go to motherfucking Arkansas and visit my grandma. If that's the fucking case, bitch, be consistent. But we had a big problem in the goddamn community. We have a very big problem in our community. Black women, no accountability at all. No accountability, childish ass thoughts, sophomoric fucking ideas, just patently fucking stupid phrases that they want to live up to. I can do bad all by myself. I don't need a nigga to blah blah blah. That has to be one of the dumbest things ever to be said, because no, bitch. There's no such thing as doing bad by yourself. No. You got a guy. You got a guy. The two of you all decide, or excuse me, you all have a guy. Let's just use this pandemic thing. You have a guy, you all in a pandemic. Both of you had decent jobs. One of you lost your job completely. The other one, your hours have been reduced by a fucking lot. And you all are scraping to get by. You're living hand to mouth. You may have had to sell a car. One of you may have had to do Uber to make things, to make ends meet and such and so forth. Cool. That's doing bad. When you got somebody else to help you during a bad situation, it is never as bad as doing it by yourself. Therefore, no, bitch. You're not doing bad by yourself. When you're by yourself, you fucked up. Because now you got to figure some shit out. See, little shit like that, that's the benefit of having another motherfucker to do it with. Little shit like that. Just FYI. That's why you can't reduce your man to a fucking paycheck, because if you reduce your man to a paycheck, you've completely missed all the other shit that your man is fucking capable of. Just FYI. If you're in Texas and you reduce your man to a motherfucking paycheck and say, I can do whatever by myself, I can do bad by myself, I don't need no man up in here, blah, blah, blah. Cool. All that shit sounds real nice and it sounds cute until you realize that you're in the middle of a motherfucking electric outage and you don't know how to fucking protect yourself. That shit sound real cute. That shit sound real cute when you when you're living in modern society. But like I said, the lights go out, you got that electric outage, and now somebody needs to go to the store to get fill in the blank because you don't have a generator because you didn't think to get one. So now someone has to go and get some more milk for the babies. Mom, that means you need to get up off your ass and go stretch. Right? You got to go stretch through the motherfucking snow because you don't have a man to go do some shit like that. Kind of a problem. Kind of a problem. It's like us saying woman ain't no good except for a piece of pussy. That'd be a little stupid, wouldn't it? That'd be fucking stupid. Let's just be honest. That's just fucking dumb to say a woman ain't no good for except for a piece of pussy. But you women feel very comfortable in saying that a man ain't shit if he's not making as much money. That's why I have no compunctions about calling you bitches and hoes. Because if you are of that mindset, not only are you a bitch and a hoe, but if you're not of that mindset, you ladies should be calling these ignorant bitches and motherfucking hoes. You should be just as vocal about telling these stupid bitches how fucking dumb they are, because you should be just as offended as I am. Why are you offended, JT, if you don't fall into the category? Very simply, because I have fucking family members. Because the men who imparted shit into my life, none of them fall into the category of a top rate money earning guy. So yeah, when you say some stupid shit like, oh man, a man has to have this particular amount of money, that tells me, one, that you didn't have a fucking father around. Ladies, again, bitches, if you didn't have a father around, I get that. That's why you saying stupid shit. You ain't got no choice, bitch. That's what you're gonna fucking say. But other ladies, women, if you did grow up with your father and you realize, wait, hold on, motherfucker, my father wasn't making $80,000 a year and he was still a good fucking man. You should be checking your fucking bitches. You should be checking your motherfucking friends and putting them in their motherfucking place. But nope, since y'all want to be all friends and, this is my girl, you silly, la la la. No. Guys, in general, by and large, aren't going for it no more. And now I'm not going to allow, as I said before, basic, ratchet, average bitches to be sitting around talking about what men they won't settle for. Because it's always a bitch who's going to tell you some shit. Oh, I'm not going to settle for this particular type of guy. Okay. Explain to me what type of, what would, okay, if you're not going to settle for that type of guy, give me the list of the guys who proposed to you. We ain't talking about the ones who fuck. Hey, what's going on, Lou? We're not talking about the guys who fuck. Because guys gonna fuck. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to y'all women that maybe you know and maybe you don't know. Niggas gonna fuck. Okay? It's a whole, the application to fuck is completely different than the application for a relationship. The application to fuck is probably about a page and a half. Application for a fucking relationship is roughly about fucking 30 to 40 goddamn novels long. Oh, we gonna get into some goddamn whole other shit when we talking about relationship. But if we just talking about fucking, oh, bitch, just fill right here, read over this. You understand it? Go ahead, initial. Cool, bend that ass over. That's it. Real simple. Real simple. Real simple, ladies. So don't come over here talking about some, oh man, I can fuck, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. What man is telling you that he wants to spend the rest of his life with you? That's what I'm talking about. What man is telling you that he want to put a ring on that motherfucker? And then he actually went and got the ring. Because bear in mind, I ain't trying to fuck you, so I can tell you the truth all goddamn day long. If your guy is a guy who believes in who's okay with marriage and believes in marriage and wants marriage, blah blah blah, he's gonna show it through his actions and all the rest of that stuff, right? Okay, cool. But if he's serious about marrying you, he's gonna get the ring and stuff like that. Once he is serious about marrying you. Now, if he's talking to you about marriage, that means he hasn't made up his mind yet, bitch. Until you get the motherfucking ring, if he believes in marriage, he hasn't made up his motherfucking mind. You're still being vetted. Remember when I told you that you got this big dumbass pal over here? Oh, bitch, little shit like this tells me that you don't know nothing about what happens when you get a motherfucking... I'll explain to you what happens when you get a fucking security clearance, right? So in order to get a fucking security clearance, what happens is you not only fill out this stupid amount of paperwork. It's not just that. This paperwork covers everything. quite literally from high school all the way up and all the rest of the stuff. They want to know where you live. They want to know references from the time and the place of where you live. They want to know everything from the past 10 years of where the hell, well, depending on what type of security, let's just say 5 years. So 5 years, where did you live? What were those addresses? Give me name of 2 people who knew you when you were there. They cannot be related to you, blah, blah, blah. And this is not like an average fucking job application where you can bullshit. No, guess what? Because they're going back to fucking talk to those people. They're doing actual interviews. Did you know this motherfucking Johnny when he was living here? Johnny, I don't know nobody named Johnny. You don't. I know somebody named JT. Okay, well, he's called himself JT. What else did you know? Oh, he stayed here. Was he in any trouble? Blah, blah, blah. See, that's what you go through when you get in the fucking security clearance. That's the level when you're dealing with a dude who's really about something. That's the level of shit that you're going through when that motherfucker is ready to marry your ass. But until that ring comes out, you're still in that vetting process. It's just, let me see. Let me see how she acts in this scenario. Why? Because we know that you motherfucking bitches, y'all can act. Y'all are very good actors, actresses, whatever, however you want to phrase that. Lou said I was interviewed by a federal agent for my friend back in the day. Yeah, that shit is not a fucking joke. That shit is not a fucking joke. Oh, they gonna want to know. You put that name down on the paper. Oh, they getting the call. And by not, first of all, it shouldn't. The regulation says it shouldn't be a call. It should be an in-person interview because you never know who could be. Anybody could be on the fucking phone. But then I digress. Oh, he's going to guard the president. Yeah. They was talking to everybody. That motherfucker like, hey, yeah, they gonna want to know the fucking truth. So same thing, bitches. Dudes gonna fuck. We gonna fuck. But when it comes to marrying you, if the guy's into marriage, because I'm a person, hey, every guy's not into marriage, right? Y'all figure out y'all relationship for y'allselves. Some guys want the whole marriage thing. Some women want the whole marriage thing. Some women and some men are cool with just, you know what, we don't got to get married. We'll just be in an exclusive relationship and we can do the common law thing. Illinois doesn't have common law, but we'll just be together and blah, blah, blah. I don't judge. That's what y'all want to get into. That's what y'all want to get into. But my point is, ladies, there are way more men in the I will fuck her pal than there are the I will marry her pal. How do I know that? Because your ass ain't motherfucking married. Let's just be honest. If you was that much of a catch, you'd be married. So all this I'm settling shit, you lost your motherfucking mind, bitch. You can't settle for some shit that you have never been offered. How about this? If you wanted to go to the NBA, NFL, NBL, the whatever, hockey league, whatever the case may be, you do all this work in fucking college, right? Freshman year, you go all state. Then you go sophomore year, you all fucking American and blah, 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 and all the rest of that shit. And then you finally decide, you know what, I'm going to go to the pros in my junior year. And you declare that you want to be a professional. Excuse me. And then you go to the draft, but nobody drafts you. Does that mean that you settle to play ball overseas? Nah, bitch. You didn't settle for shit. You don't have no other option. That's what that means. Real simple. You ain't got no motherfucking option. You didn't settle. Case in point, I'm homeless. If I'm homeless, I'm walking down the street, I'm fucking hungry. I don't have money to go to McDonald's. I don't have money to go to motherfucking Ruth Chris. I don't have money to go to White Castle. I don't have money to go to Morton's. But what I can do is go and I can choose whatever garbage can that I can get into and I can eat. Did I settle for that garbage can? Or was that all I could fucking get? Y'all bitches got terminology fucked up. Y'all really got terminology fucked up. Because you bitches are not settling for shit. You don't have offers. Again, an offer for dick ain't the same as a motherfucking offer to be my woman for the rest of my life. It ain't the same thing. It ain't even close to the fucking same thing. The fact that some stranger on the goddamn internet has to goddamn explain this tells you why you motherfucking bitches should probably have paid attention to your goddamn fathers or some fucking male figure in your life who wasn't trying to fuck you. But since you didn't have those, you get all this foolishness of women who feel that, you know what? I'm a woman. I'm special. I can do what I want to. I can say what I want to say. But now you get into a predicament where you're 40 plus and you're realizing, oh man, maybe I'm not the prima donna that I thought I was. Maybe it's possible, although I do have a degree, or fuck, you've got multiple. You got a fucking terminal degree. Oh, I make $100,000, whatever. Maybe it's possible that I still don't qualify for the guys that I want. Because that's a problem that y'all bitches seem to never consider. While y'all saying that you're settling for these guys, so while you're saying you're settling for these guys over here, right? I hope you all do recognize that while you're verbally saying that you are settling for these guys and you are dating down and that you need to level up from these guys, you need to upgrade, you have simply dismissed these guys as less than. So in these guys' mind, they're thinking, fuck this bitch. I don't want her. Even if I did think she was cute or attractive or whatever I'd be, because again, ladies, you're still dealing with a motherfucking man. I don't give a goddamn who the fuck you are. Serena Williams is thick and fine and look good and all the rest of that stuff. But if I got with Serena Williams and the day she decides that she wants to lord a fucking penny over me, that's the day that I ain't with that bitch no more. Why? Because I'm a motherfucking man. Real simple. That's why your money don't mean shit to us, ladies. We're not bitches. So when you ladies start to say that you're going to just settle for these guys and I'll date down in this pool, I'll go slumming. That's essentially what you're saying. I'll go slumming. Cool. These guys are like, okay, fuck you. We don't want to deal with you no more. Problem is you are banking and you're hedging your bet that the guys over here that are in the pool that you want to draw from, you're assuming that they want you. Problem is we don't. Lou, can we talk big boy talk for a second, Lou? Can we please talk big boy talk for a second? You average bitches don't bring enough to the table for us to be bothered with all the headache that comes with it. Let's just be honest. You don't have the cost benefit is not large enough for us to even consider it. On average, you don't bring anything to the table except for soft skills. That's it. Soft skills. Oh, I could be nice to you. I can cook for you. I don't even know. I don't even know. All y'all say is some bullshit. I can be nice. I can be nice to you. I can cook for you. I can support you. Let's talk about that support shit. Let me explain. Let's. Lou, are you still on? Please say something. Okay, let me explain something to you ladies. The man that you say that you want, and you talk about, oh, I can support you, and I can motivate you, and I can be there to help you out and do the things you need, stuff like that. We don't fucking need you for that. Did we need you to get to where the fuck we are today? Let's just be honest, ladies. I didn't need not now one of you motherfuckers when I was in the army. Not one. So why the fuck do you think I would need you now to motivate me to what? I don't look to you for fucking motivation. I don't need your goddamn motivation. I motivate my motherfucking self because I'm a man. So when you talk about this, oh, I'm there for motivation, I can help you and I can support you. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. How the fuck are you going to help or support me when all you bring to the table are soft skills? If all you bring to the table is I can be nice and stuff like that, what the fuck do you mean you're going to help and you're going to support? How the fuck are you going to manage some shit right here that you haven't even attained in your own life? How can I trust you to budget? How can I trust you to budget for my goddamn business. How can I trust you to take care of the payroll for my motherfucking business and your ass ain't even you haven't attained a certain level in your own fucking career? What the fuck? You think I'm gonna trust you with my shit? No. You better get the fuck on somewhere. I don't need you for that. Don't know, man. You know, women, I don't know what the fuck y'all sitting there think. He said they wasn't in baking and smoke, which thank you. I did every one of them motherfucking push-ups by myself, and not there was never a motherfucking time where some bitch got up under me and was like, I'll push you up, or grab me by the fucking collar and I'll help you go up. No, not once. Not once. Well, not nan one of y'all bitches over anywhere when I was deep in the fucking jungle or the fucking sand or the goddamn mountains or none of you bitches was over there with me then. Y'all ain't not nan blocked a motherfucking bullet from getting to my ass. None of you was. So what the fuck? How do you think that you... I don't get it. They just say stupid shit for the sake of... What the fuck makes you think that you are somehow going to motivate me? I don't understand. I don't... That's a very feminine... That's a... I don't get that. That's a very feminine way of thinking. Granted, there's maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on this particular point, but I don't know. I wasn't raised with that whole outside motivational shit. Now this is this could 100% be linked back to toxic masculinity. I accept that. I readily accept that, but I'm sorry. This is just what's in me. You motivate your goddamn self. You fucking find it within you to do, or you don't get the shit done. You don't look to another motherfucker. No, you find that shit in yourself. You make it motherfucking happen. Failure is not a goddamn option. Go execute. Real simple. I don't understand why that's confusing, but they used to little boys, bro. They had little to no respect. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. When you've been messing with fuck boys your entire life, fucking with a real nigga confuses you. I've seen this shit in my fucking life a bunch of times. When these hoes are used to fucking with the young boys, or fucking with the fuck boys, or just fucking with the dudes who about that bullshit, they don't know how to fuck with a real dude. Case in point, women, you don't know how to deal with the actual man who says what the fuck it is he wants, and that's what it is. A real simple example. Men, we gotta raise our voice. Men, we don't like fucking raising our goddamn voice. We don't like fucking beating our chests every time that we gotta say, look, this is the way I like this. This is the way that I need this to be done. Boom, it's been said, blah, blah, blah. Or better yet, how about this? Look, I don't like the way this is happening, this, that, and the third. Boom. When I said it just as calmly as I said it then, I meant it just as emphatically if I rose my voice like, God damn it, bitch, didn't you hear me? Both of those have the same fucking meaning. Problem is that when you're used to dealing with a fucking little boy who gets mad and be like, I don't want to do it, man. I don't know what you got in again a bitch dude who was raised by women and blah 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 blah. Okay, I get it. I get why you would be confused, because the same men that you all raised are now the same bitches that you all are trying to date, and you're confused why they act like bitches. Well, you raised the fucking bitches, so now you got to deal with little boys who act like motherfucking bitches. It's real simple. And then, but then you say that you're dating down when you're dating these guys. Okay. All right. Problem is that's the other thing. That's just the big problem with you women. You've dated bullshit men your entire life. And even though you got your degrees, and even though you make a decent amount of money now, you still feel comfortable with dating bullshit dudes, because the dudes who are actual men, you are insecure and you don't know how to operate in that fucking feminine energy that you're supposed to be fucking operating in. See, if you're a woman and you got all this stuff, You make money and you got degrees, you got your own condo, your own house, your own apartment, your own car, your own blah, 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 all the rest of that stuff. You know how women like to go down that fucking list of, I got my own this, my own that, my own that. Okay, cool. When you do all that, the energy that you got with a, am I gonna say this? Yes, the energy that you have with a lesser dude. Let me be clear. When I say lesser dude, I'm not talking about his money. I mean, what I'm essentially saying is a bitch. So the energy that you have with that little bitch that you fuck with is gonna be different because that motherfucker depends on you for, oh baby, let me get a little bit of money. Oh baby, can I come stay with you for a few months? Cause my blah 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 blah. See, you can have that masculine energy with him. You can't have that masculine energy with a motherfucking man, whether you make more than him or not. Because you could be making all this money and this motherfucker could be over here working that goddamn Comcast. But what you ain't gonna do is treat him like a motherfucking bitch. And what you are absolutely not going to do by any circumstance is find a nigga that's on this side of the motherfucking game and then try to convince him that he needs to act like a bitch because of your goddamn money. Because again, over here, your money don't mean shit. Your money don't mean shit at all. Whether you, first of all, over here, whatever you making ain't shit. Fill in the blank. I'll let you fill in the blank, bitch. Whatever amount of money that you making, nobody give a fuck on this side of the game. Also, the men on this side of the game still don't give a fuck. But absolutely they don't give a fuck on this side of the game because whatever you make ain't no come up for them. Not a come up at all. But I just had to get that out. And I'm going to be having this conversation so many more times. Because I cannot stand the fact that you women, black women, are out here literally throwing guys away for the dumbest of reasons. I can't stand that shit. I really can't. Nothing tells me more that you bitches didn't grow up with fucking male influence than this bullshit right here. Nothing. It's impossible for you to have a fucking father who is worth anything, or an uncle, or a cousin, or any type of male role model or positive male presence in your life, and you then say these dumbass things about motherfucking men. Because your goddamn daddy wouldn't qualify. Most of you bitches, your fucking daddy wouldn't qualify. So how is it that you all of a sudden became so grandiose and now your mother, you're sitting here trying to pretend like you fucking Princess Meghan Markle and you grew up on motherfucking Cicero, goddamn Cicero and Lake. Bitch, really? So I have to assume that your motherfucking father just ain't shit. According to your standards, your father ain't shit. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm repeating myself. I'm done. Thank y'all. Appreciate Jamal, Louis, Rike, my niggas. All right, I'm done. I'll talk about something else at some later time. I'm definitely not done with this conversation though. Oh, I'm gonna be talking about this so much, so often. Thank y'all.